If you're a high school male boy, if you're currently in high school or you're graduating, this is the number one advice I can give you. Rely on no man. Depend on no man. That is the truth and the answer I can give you. Throughout high school, you are gonna realize, like, damn, you really wish throughout high school. For me personally, I wish I never depended on nobody or relied on anybody. That doesn't mean only people I wanted to rely on was God, family, my brothers, and my brothers I call friends that I call my brothers. You know, those are the only guys you want to do. But you want to depend on no man. Like, you can ask those friends for advice or anything, like help, but like, don't rely on no man to pay your bills, to pay your food, for transportation, for any of that. And you're gonna realize that the older you get throughout high school, the older you get, and then when you graduate. And I'm about to enter college, and the number one thing I'm trying to do, my number one goal, that's locked in, I'm obsessed with, is to depend on no fucking man. I'm locked in with that. I don't want to depend on no man to pay for my shit. Depend on no man to, on a transportation. That's number one for me too. I don't want to depend on no man for transportation anymore. If I want to go someplace, I want to go someplace. I don't have to rely on nobody. And it kind of feels sad saying that, but like, I'm gonna depend on God and talk to my brothers. But that's the truth. That just makes me more of a man. Because when you're trying to go somewhere, you're trying to go see a concert, you're trying to go see your girl, you're trying to go do some shit, and you can't because you don't have no ride, and sometimes you have to depend on another man to drop you home, and you have to beg, yo bro, can you take me home? And you have to feel like a nuisance because he lives different places than you, and it's gonna make the drive harder for him. And he gives you those, like, there's those friends that give you those, like, and bro, like they fuck with you, but they're not trying to give you a ride home and shit, but they do anyways. And you could just tell, like, it kills the whole vibe when you have to ask another man to give you a ride, even if it's going to the rec or sitting at their house or going to a party. Even it just feels like a nuisance just to pick you up. And some people, you could just play it off and just have a good personality or pay for their shit, but really, if I'm making paper, I'm gonna keep making my paper and stack up. I let my mom stop me from buying a car, and maybe I always think it was God's plan, because back then my mindset wasn't straight. So if I had a car, I would just try to see any girl I want. Think about that. If you guys, like us guys, were so horny, and if we had a car, we had a road of transportation, I'll be just like every other dude, trying to hit up, girl, I got the whipskis, let me come see you. I waste my paper, my time, my gas on all these chicks just to chase some booty. Like, what? So I'm working a job, paying for gas, paying for her food, doing this just for what? Just some booty? Is like, nah, that's dumb. But my mindset now is, I want to go see a concert, I want to go see a concert. I want to go to a party, I want to go to a party. I want to go back to the crib, I want to go back home, I can take my ass back home. I want to go to work, I want to take my ass to work, I take my ass to work. I don't want to ever feel like I make someone a nuisance, And I don't want anybody, I don't want to rely on anybody to take me anywhere, to buy for my shit. Because when you have to do that, it feels like you're just a nuisance, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And some people, they want to do that, but then they're not gonna stop. They're gonna realize, like, damn, I really wish Kendi or me, they really wish, like I would ask for stuff or depend on them. Because really, sometimes you're only friends with people is because you depend on them. If you don't have that dependence, they have nothing to rely to you anymore. Are they really your friend, or they only just gave you this? Always remember that. So that's my number one advice. If you're in high school, I promise you, this year I will get a car. I'll have my own bread, my own paper stacking. I'll rely on no man, bro. That is the goal for this year. Stay blessed, stay woke, stay true. Thank you.